Hello, welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Thought it'd be best so you wouldn't have to be looking at my mug. Um, Lots of new things I want to go through super quick if we can. First off is an old card, an old idea, bad reception. It was based on the time I was making all those communication cards like Zoho and Zoom and all that. And so I was trying to make a card where that would be an action card to cancel. This sounds really stupid now that I think about it. To cancel an ability off a utility card that has the word that begins with the letter C in it. It was just, now that I look back, it's just, that was really a dumb idea. So what I did is thought, okay, let me try to do this a little something similar, but try to entice you with a double orange, but only with mercenaries. And so when you play this cancels any utility upgrade with black or white pips for turn. It cancels their abilities. Maybe I should put ability. When you play this, cancels any utility. So with black and white pips. So what that does is that it's going to be, one is going to give you the double orange with teams with your mercenaries in it. So if your opponent has spinner rims, they're not going to be able to flip an extra card. If they have spy satellite uplink, they're not going to be able to have well, that's only when they're attacking, so that really doesn't matter there. If you have a character or an upgrade on one of your characters that helps give non-attack damage, defensive driving would not work. They don't have to. It's not scrapped. You're not scrapping their utilities. It's just basically canceling. What was that? Canceling it. So when I mean cancel. This one's black and white. It cancels the upgrade. You're not scrapping it. You're not making them scrap it, but they no longer have the +1 for the defense. They no longer have the tough 1 for combat training. They don't have the +2 for defense. For signal collector, they don't have the +2 health anymore. So if they're hanging on by a thread and only by the health off their utility, bad reception, which isn't too dissimilar from an armed hovercraft or photon bomb or anything like that. It's just canceling a utility. That's all it is. But if they're hanging on by a minor medic kit or the other one that gives, is it +3 or +4? One's an armor. Then you might be able to KO a character. You might win the game that way. I don't know. So tackle box really wouldn't be affected because it's when you upgrade the character. Yeah, conversion engine isn't really affected. When this is scrapped from a character, scrap an enemy utility. That's possible. You could play this for turn. If you have a character on your team that you flip that is able to remove an upgrade, you can remove, like anybody really uses a personal training drone, and you scrap this ability is null. You don't have to scrap your own. Staggering might, they no longer, if it's on a 16-star character, the tough 1 is gone. The golden discs, when the equipped character battles, each player may draw 1. Each player that drew a card has focus 1 until end of battle. So that doesn't happen. The +1 defense doesn't happen. It has a white pip. Nebula and Anchor, the +2, it doesn't happen. Ducky, they're not going to get, if they have this on a Megatron, they're not going to get the tough 2, etc. It's not going to affect combat commands. But whoa, so there's that. Uh, so it's like you're not canceling. I mean, you're not scrapping their utility cards. You were just basically canceling the upgrade itself from working. Um, this might be a good card to use with your mercenaries to be able to have another card to get double orange without having a star card. That was in part of it. Massive Interference is a secret action. Slowly integrating some hybrid pip colors. Orange and black, white with the beast trait. When your opponent plays a secret action for turn, scrap your opponent's secret action. That simple. If they play one, then this gets triggered, and then they get to scrap it, and they can't play another action for turn unless it was in conjunction with, say, a brainstorm. Maybe then that might be an exception. So that, and this is one of the few of this set that I revealed on Facebook as a tease at first. So only the beasts, Beast War characters with in the mode with that trait, or the Decepticon beast from Wave 5 would be able to flip the double 2 more cards for battle. Okay, let's move on to, whoa, I keep bumping my camera. Code 1 Emergency. It's a old card that I tried doing last year, which was basically just an untap card, like ready for action. I remember, which is a blank card. This one is not. This is a orange for specialists on the flip, an orange and black pip card. Let's get it out of the light. There we go. It is an action card. Okay. I wanted to make it an untap card, but I didn't. I wanted to make it kind of specialized, to where you could untap anybody. It doesn't have to be 10 stars or less, but there's a catch. So when you scrap a battle card with the specialist pip trait, a specialist trait pip from your hand, and untap any character on your team. So there is a catch. You do have to. Well, I don't have any. This is one of the only ones with the specialist trait in my set here. So if you have 3 of these, you could have 2 in your hand, 1 to play, 1 to scrap, and hey, yeah, go ahead and untap that 5-star Megatron. I mean, 15 I said 5, 15-star Megatron or 12-star Prime with Code 1 Emergency. So those characters are not specialists, so this is only a black pip card for them. But you're having to give up a card from your hand that does have a specialist pip to untap anyone on your team. How about that? Okay, golly, I got a lot of stuff here, guys. Just a lot of stuff here. Realize that my Seismic Hanger is pretty much backfire, but not completely. So this is when one of your Decepticons defends. Seismic Hanger is for trucks, I think, or it's not. It's just not relegated to Decepticons. It might be to trucks, but don't quote me on that. I'll have it over here to show again, but it's not too dissimilar from backfire. Oh yeah, okay. If you remember, the ECM array is old. Yeah, I made this last year, and it's cut so short you can see the card underneath it. So like the web card. Golly, I forgot the name of the card again, with the fire cons on it, or temporal quagmire. The one with the fire cons, either player can't flip more than 4. With temporal quagmire, both characters can't flip more than 2. ECM array, when the upgraded character battles, I got to kind of fix this. I need to revisit this. Neither player flips for attack or defense. It's just it turns into one battle of magic real quick. You tap, add up your attack with that's on your total attack with their total defense. That's it. If they have some pierce on the character, you know, it's an old card, but I just wanted to go over that. Bicker is a secret action that's black and blue, another hybrid card that you have to do on the call, and a white pip. Because this was a little full, I did not let it print out the reminder for the hybrid trick. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of having at a meeting right now, but I have a hard time learning over the online stuff. Um, so Bicker is a picture from. It's very blurry because they were bickering. Dinobot and Rat Trap. It's hard to see who it is. And Tarantulas comes too. They both punching back out, and it gets really cartoony. So reveal when one of your characters defends. When your opponent has at least two characters, I gotta say a typo, of two different factions on their starting team, then your attacker has -2 bold. I can't do bold -2 because the system doesn't like it. So -2 bold does sound and pull off rather well. So if your customer, if your opponent has been doing a lot of bold, they got flamethrowers, supercharges, whatever. They're about to attack you. They did start with Autobots and Decepticons, Autobots and mercenaries, Decepticons, mercenaries, Quintessons, whatever. This gets triggered, and you can take off at least 2 bold. So they're not flipping and flipping and flipping forever and going to annihilate you like that. At least you can knock 2 bold off. So that is Bicker. Chain Whip is one of my favorites now. I just love the look. It looks sharp. It was really hard to get this. It is a double black pip card with upgrade weapon. Sorry, I thought I heard my name, but they're just talking back and forth. Chain Whip is an upgrade weapon for anybody, really. Anybody can wear this and get the Pierce 1 and +2. The only your Junkions are going to get the Pierce 2 on the flip. Only the Junkions are going to get the 2 blacks on the black pips. So, but the trick is originally I was wanting to have this when you attack. This triggers. When you attack, you can untap a character, an enemy character. And I thought that just seems too strong. So when you put this on a melee character, now I don't know what people are doing for homemade Junkions, but in the old show, for the most part, Junkions were mostly melee characters. Building each other, hitting each other, using their whips. They weren't using a whole lot of guns per se. So when you put it on a melee character, you may tap an untapped enemy. Nice, because that's what they were doing with their chain whip in the 86 movie. They pulled down Springer from the sky. So I thought this would be a neat way to do this. It's not it seems like a weak card, but when you put it on a melee character, it's got a nice perk to it. Like I said, +2 to attack, only Pierce 1 for a weapon, but you get the 2 blacks if you're using a Wreck-Gar or another Junkion. Let's look at Technical Oversight, which is... It got real quiet over there. Sorry, I had to join the meeting for a moment. But Technical Oversight is basically working overtime, which is really just a white pip card, which is basically what this would be also for any other characters. But it does have 2 blues, but 1 blue is on the aerial bots are only going to get 1. The other one is for the Technobots, because the Technobots are combining into Computron here in the picture, just like we have a picture of Devastator for working overtime. So, and it's the exact same verbiage as the action card. If you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. It's such a good card. I thought this might be a good way to bring it back and give it just a little help to some other groups with flip on defense for aerial bots and technobots, especially. I know there's been at least two groups that have made some technobots. Let's keep going. That's not really ready. Rat in a Trap. And I was actually, I had the picture. I thought, ooh, I'd like to use this for Pierce. And I got to thinking about it, and it sort of has turned into the fusion cannon of Megatron in a way, except this has 2 to attack and the blue pip, which is very similar. While this is on a Megatron, it has Pierce 2. While the upgraded character, or maybe that should be when the upgraded character attacks a beast, it has Pierce 2. So if this is on a Megatron attacking a beast, it has Pierce 4. So it's a nice Pierce card, but it's very specific to Megatron attacking beast traded characters. So that is Rat in a Trap. But anybody can wear this. It doesn't have to be on a Megatron. And give anybody 2 to attack and Pierce 2 if another character is attacking a beast. It's not just regulated to Megatron. Okay, tech research. Been thinking about these guys. Really been thinking about, and I thought about it since last summer. I want to say Energon Hustlers, Bayformers, New England guy, somebody has made, now one group, maybe it was ATP, did a stratagem where you don't have to have tech research cards in your hand. I beg to differ. Yes, they can take up space, but you may only need 2, maybe not a whole 3, because you can always get them back on the flip from attacking or defending. So now let's move these over here. Revealed maximum burn, and I fixed it. It's when I read it off on that previous video, I realized kind of the error. I didn't quite get it. I knew there was something wrong with it. So put on beasts or planes. Put on beast or plane traits only. Actually, the S needs to come off the beast. Yeah. Put on beast or plane traits only. And then, so tech research is not needed to bring this in on a character. It's a hybrid. I think this is my first hybrid card. I could be wrong. White and orange. No, it's not my first. This is my second one. So when you flip it, you have to let your opponent know, oh, this is a white, and you flip 2 more. Or, oh, this is an orange, and if you've already flipped another white or whatever, especially if you're attacking. But it's also a defensive card as the upgrade utility. So this gets into play by itself. But by itself, it doesn't do much. If you play a tech research for turn, it's like superior jetpack. It's going to give the upgraded character Pierce 4 for battle. But you don't have to scrap it. That's the beauty. But it's going to always take a tech research to trigger it. And like I said on that previous video, maybe this is what I should have done with the Cyberverse cards and all their utility and armor using an action card to trigger. Well, could you use tech research? Well, yes, it is an action card. You can just play an tech research to trigger any of those cards. It's not going to give you much anything else. but but it's still tech research. If you want to utilize those with a couple of the Cybertron upgrades and the superior upgrades and the maximum upgrades, because first off, there's maximum burn, and then we also have maximum rubber burn. Let the jokes commence. But he did say that at one time in the show, but this time he actually said maximum scorch. I almost went with that, but I just remember him saying maximum rubber burn, and this is when he ramped off to go attack Ravage's ship in Agenda Part 3, excuse me. So when a tech research is played for turn, the upgraded character gets +4 to attack for battle. So it is a weapon card with white and blue. Again, another hybrid pip card. But there's nothing on the bottom here. It's all up to tech research to trigger that +4 to attack, which is like a grenade launcher. But it's always here, but it's not going to get triggered without tech research. So the tech research has to be played for turn. So that stratagem is not going to work here. Maximum, let's look at maximum rocket cannon first, which is a weapon armor upgrade. I gave it a star card, and it is a white and black. We got white and orange, white and blue. This is white and black. Put on spaceships only. So maybe is this being that specific. Our stats down here are not over 2. 2 to attack, only 1 to defense. But when a tech research is played, the upgraded character gets Pierce 5 for battle. A maximum rocket cannon. This is the cannon off Ravage's ship. Again, Agenda Part 3. That destroys Rampage. But it's hard to kill a Transformer. He came back. So that's maximum rocket cannon. Does it need to be a star card? I think so, but maybe not. And, being for spaceships only, I kind of had brought in UFO, unconventional flying object. It's just a funny card. That's just so funny. Maximum plating is the last one so far. And I had a picture, and then I realized I'd already used it with serendipitous subterfuge or whatever, and I'm like, shucks. But I'm gonna making a secret action tech research card, unless someone has already done it, and it's going to be called secret research. That simple. When a secret action is revealed in battle, the upgraded character gets tough 4 for battle. So again, you can put these in play automatically. The tech research is not needed to get these in the battlefield, but they're only needed to trigger their effects. Could I make some more? Maybe. We'll think about it. But that's really all I have right now. This is going to be a battlefield card. I'm still working on battlefield cards. It's been a while since I've touched those two. I got to finish get back to my Power Masters. But, we've gone over a lot. We went over the maximum cards: maximum plating, maximum rocket cannon, maximum rubber burn, maximum burn, rat in a trap, technical oversight, chain whip, bicker. We looked at ECM array for the heck of it. Code 1 emergency got updated. Massive interference, which I teased on Facebook. Bad reception is an old card redone. And these were just a bunch of... Did I go over this? I think I did. With bad reception. That's right. Which is an old card revisited, changed up. It seems a lot better than it was. So that's all I've got time for. Let me know if you think this works. I've been playing some mock games a little bit, trying to keep the gaming going. And I will just what I call junk decks. I'll throw in make kind of a hasty made deck because that's all I have time nowadays. Throw in some of my homemade cards here, see what happens. Sometimes they can be very slow games, or long games, because I am playing on just by my lonesome. But I think some of these are some of the better quality cards that I've made. I have done a lot in quantity. I'm trying to go back and fix a few things, thus Code 1 Emergency and Bad Reception. So thanks for watching. Didn't mean to go this long. We'll see you next time. As always, have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, transform and let's roll.